Today is our third version of our flagship event, which has been supported by Invest Hong Kong and Start Me Up HK Festival throughout. This year, we are an affiliate event of the Start Me Up HK Festival with support as Platinum partners, AWS as our bronze partners, University of Hong Kong FinTech and SCF FinTech Academy as our premier event partners, along with Hyperglade. I'm very delighted to have all of you join us today as we have an exciting lineup of thought leaders, startup showcases, and discussions lined up from speakers across Asia and beyond. It gives me a great delight to not only welcome somebody who is a champion of startups and fintechs in Hong Kong, but somebody who's been a great support to both myself personally, but also our event throughout. He's a big community support, without which I think a lot of Hong Kong's fintech and startups could not have thrived. Mr. Charles Ng, who heads the sector specialist group, helping overseas and mainland companies to establish or expand their business presence in Hong Kong. The 9 sector specialist teams grouped under 3 clusters, namely technology, innovation, and entrepreneurship, fintech, financial and professional services, and lifestyle and creative industries, offer a one-stop shop service to help startups, scale-ups, small, medium enterprises, and multinational corporations tap into the opportunities Hong Kong, the GBA, the mainland, and Asia have to offer to grow their business. He has worked for companies in the manufacturing, trading, and financial services and banking sectors in Mauritius, Canada, and Hong Kong. He speaks 6 languages, of which I think I've experienced at least 3 or 4 of them, and dialects, and holds an MBA degree awarded jointly by the Business School of the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology and the Kellogg School of Management of Northwestern University. A distinguished guest, Mr. Charles Ng. I'll now hand it over to him for our keynote speech to kick off VFF 2022. Over to you, Charles. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mushir. Very good morning to you all, distinguished speakers, distinguished guests, friends of our very diverse ecosystems, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to thank the organizers of the VFF FinTech Forum 2022, especially Mushir and Sherry, who have really amazingly put this program together, gathering experts and industry leaders from across so many sectors. A warm welcome to you all for joining us this morning. And it's quite amazing to see how entrepreneurs like Mushir and Sherry have been able to really demonstrate how they are real entrepreneurs in adapting to the circumstances. As we all know, we have a typhoon this morning, and last night, things would change very quickly, and we're all online today. So kudos to their organizations and the ability to put this program together. I'm sure you, like me, you're all very excited to see the evolution and rapid growth of our fintech ecosystem to what it is today. We actually have come a long way. When we started the Start Me Up Festival in 2013, 2014, and the FinTech Week in 2016-17, insurance companies, financial institutions, banks, etc., were quite worried about whether fintechs were going to displace their business. And that we're of course delighted to see today that they are not only partnering and embracing the fintech solutions that many fintechs from around the world are coming up with, but also really co-creating solutions for them to come up with some unique business models that could offer a unique customer experience, as well as a new business proposition, a unique proposition that would power them into the future and enable them to come up with some unique proposition to their clients. This is year's FinTech Week. We're going to be talking about, as today in this forum, which is very exciting. And I was very pleased when I saw Mushir's program coming up with what you and Sherry have done in bringing in these champions, because the subjects today, from anything from the Industry 4.0 that you'll be hearing this morning from investors, as well as from ESG, and also the various adoption of sustainability in fintech. It's I think this is really a testimony of what it is. And where I sit at Invest Hong Kong, when we talk to clients from different sectors. As Mushir has explained earlier, obviously we had 9 sector teams, which are clustered in 3 sort of groups. We have the financial services, fintech, family offices, and professional services. And I can tell you, in all 3 of these sectors within this cluster, we see that not only, of course, fintech is driving, but also adoption by not only banks, insurance companies, but also more like asset management and every other sectors nowadays within the financial services area. And I can tell you, we just formed a family office last year. And this is quite amazing to see how interested they are, family offices, when they are investing in portfolios. They are looking at fintech solutions and also all these areas that are going to be discussed today. Of course, ESG, Industry 4.0, reindustrialization, and so on are very, very interesting to all these people. Now, of course, the adoption of fintech nowadays, what we're going to be hearing, the Web 3.0 as well as the NFT, we see that the fintechs are coming up and joining forces with cross-sector, cross-industry, from fashion, where we see chips being embedded in the clothing, and to also the enhancing the customer experience for retail and e-commerce. And the whole evolution in payment that we've seen happening is astounding. And I think we will continue to see that. And the great thing about that is that the consumer, B2C, is really taking off. So this year, we're seeing not only the adoption of fintech by other industries, but also the acceptance of fintech by the general public. And a lot of the B2B and B2C are really exploding in Hong Kong and around the world. So we're very excited to see that. And when we talk about the sectors that I oversee, for example, creative industries, we see also that the people that are in the creative industries like art and culture are also adopting fintech. NFTs, of course, but also in terms of payments and solutions for that. And this is only the beginning of the story. We're so excited at Invest Hong Kong to see the number of projects and companies coming to us and say that, we're really keen in adopting fintech and fintechs in our solutions. So our team at Invest Hong Kong, and you will hear from King Leung later on, is really championing a project where we sort of what we call a sort of global program where we are helping connect the fintechs with all the institutions. And we started with, of course, the financial institutions and the banks, but now we're expanding it to other industries as well, because we see not only the need, but interest, but something which can make a difference, where these industries, as we call them more as a traditional sector, they are really adopting as the technology and fintechs to the next level. So we're extremely excited to see the adoption of fintechs across industries, from transport, and also you'll hear about the Industry 4.0, as well as the various areas in consumer products, tourism, hospitality, as well as the various areas in creative industries. And of course, last but not least, the innovation and technology area, where we see really major adoption of technology enablers, as well as the fintech solutions, which companies from around the world are coming up with. So we're extremely excited to see also how our partners at Science Park and Cyberport are also putting out programs to enable companies in fintechs and also the large companies to co-create solutions and to adopt these solutions as they move forward. And the amount of inquiries we're getting from different people across these different industries, just asking about how can we get into fintech and how can we use fintech to adopt in our industry so that we can create a competitive edge, is really amazing, and also not only very promising, I would say, to all of us as where we speak. And so it's, I know that there are now, the other thing which is extremely important is that the convergence of technology, which is making actually the fintech companies that were already doing a lot of new solutions are coming up again with adopting new methods and new technology for that. So with today, and I'm extremely excited to the various panels of speakers you're going to be listening to, the experts from the areas of the future of payments to also the future of fintech adoption in ESG and sustainability, as well as fintech for Industry 4.0, and also the exciting fintech GBA that we're seeing a lot of synergies there. So with that, I'd like to wish you all a very good forum this morning and hope that you will all enjoy the insightful discussions and also exciting new revelations you will hear from the various panelists and keynote speakers. So with that, of course, I'd like to also invite you all, as we're coming up in the next couple of weeks, we have a few very important key events. The Start Me Up Hong Kong Festival 2022 will be happening in the week of the 5th of September. And we invite you all, it's going to be a hybrid event, and we invite you all to attend and join where you will see a lot of that convergence we talked about happening. That's a whole week long of events that will be happening in the week of the 5th of September. And of course, our FinTech Festival, which will be FinTech Week, the annual FinTech Week 2022 will be happening from the 31st of October and 1st and 2nd of November onwards. During the whole week, we'll hear a lot of very exciting things. So last but not least, I'd like to thank again Mushir for really, and Shari for championing this event for all these years, and wish you all a very successful discussion and event today. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Charles. We're very again honored to have you speak at our forum to kick it off. And we're really looking forward to the rest of the day, but also the Start Me Up HK Festival and Hong Kong FinTech Week. Hong Kong FinTech has remained resolute over the last few years and growing in strength, and we're looking forward to opening to the world very soon. So thanks once again to you, as well as the entire Invest Hong Kong and Start Me Up HK Festival team for the support for VFF. Thank you. To the audience, we'll soon be switching to our next panel, which will be our opening panel, which is looking at family offices and private wealth in Greater Bay Area, looking at Wealth Connect and Wealth Tech. So thank you very much, and please hold on for the next panel that will start in 3 minutes at 10:15 Hong Kong time. Thank you. Thank you, Charles.
Thank you.